Bem, vamos lá.
Seals are good. Oxygen's good. Just do what you did last time, and you're fine. Follow my one simple rule. Hella, what's my one simple rule?
Listen to Lynn. Boss lady knows best.
Exactly. Listen to me. Mining's just like any other job. Go steady, go safe, go home with a pocket full of credits at the end of the day.
Yeah, totally. It's just like, I work in the Star Dock. Except with more cave-ins, lasers, and accidental dismemberment.
Very helpful. Thank you.
You're gonna be fine. Your first outing was solid. And, you know, let's be honest, it ain't exactly astrophysics.
That's why I keep him around. Good pep talks.
Yeah, and the fact that I can pinpoint a helium deposit from 300 meters.
Not untrue. A shame we won't find any down here. But the metal deposits alone should pay for our own helium. Hell, after this, we'll have enough jump fuel to bounce from one end of the settled systems to the next.
Hey, more minerals, more money. And so the cycle repeats itself. Just no more unauthorized jumps in the house for room space, okay?
He's just a big baby. There are worse lives. You know, most Dusties don't even make it this far. I have a good feeling about you.
Group hug now or at the end of the shift?
One of these days, Hella, I am going to leave you behind.
Promises, promises.
Okay, let's see what we've got. How are we on time?
A little longer. Grab some samples?
Always. But not you. Check on Isabel. Make sure she eases up on the breach. I don't feel like getting buried alive today.
Roger that.
Remember, Dusty, keep your breathing steady and never take that helmet off down here. Oxygen processors don't extend this far.
Yeah, because God forbid we drill on a rock with breathable atmosphere.
Know what I love about working in Freestar Collective space? Fewer regs. A job like this in the United Colonies? Huh. Dreams of red tape. One over here. Calvert! No! No! It's a laser, not a sledgehammer! Ease up! Benning, if you got paid per break, you'd be a millionaire. Let's go!
Okay.
What do we say, Dusty? You make your cut, you get your cut. No exceptions. Come on, pick it up! Troy, what's the yield?
Minimal at this point. Occasional glimmer, but it's weak.
What do you think? Stay the course?
No, ma'am. Juice ain't worth the squeeze.
Well, okay then. Let's call this one tapped. Why don't you move over to that big vein we looked at?
Yes, ma'am.
Running through these veins pretty quick.
Don't socialize too much. You waste time, they'll take it out of your hide later.
Arma para mim?
Dusty, you're up. Grab a cutter and mine what you can. Metal deposits are in that cavern. I'll shout out when I need you.
soon. Now I hear this is the last dig. I'm busy. Got anyone else to bother?
Barulhinho, esta merda.
You got a few more digs to go before I feel like talking to you.
How they sucker you to join? All for the fancy pamphlet?
They're ready, boss. Get back up here.
Glad when we're off this rock.
It's time. You're with me. Let's go! Hella, get the readings.
Yeah, about that.
Problem?
Not if you consider a spike in gravity readings a problem.
I don't. What we're after, it'll read as an anomaly. That's what I was told anyway.
Okay, now you're starting to freak me out.
Relax. It's just another job. Come on.
Como é que eu vejo a minha lanterna? Deixa eu ver que eu sou assim.
We're getting close, I think. Yeah, everything is just... Well, Lynn, seriously, there's something really effed up about this.
Where is it, Hella?
Through there, I think.
Okay, you're up. Something goes wrong in there, we'll come get you.
Why would anything go wrong?
Would you shut up? Both of you, do your jobs. Client is on his way.
Hold LP to turn. Ah, ok. Ok.
Still getting weird gravity readings. I guess that's a good thing. Just keep going.
Eu não curto muito jumpscares ou Starfield.
Do you see anything?
Umas pedras a flutuar. Esta merda. Aliens.
Dusty, snap out of it.
Hey, come on. Okay, take it easy. You were out cold. No physical damage. Mentally, the jury's still out. You know who you are? New recruit for Argos extractors? Ring any bells? Any of this look familiar?
Vamos criar o personagem. Ok, então. Isso ok. Biometric customization can be changed. Ok. Mas dá para escolher entre um set de uns quantos. Vou escolher aqui um gajo bonito. Ainda vi que faço. Eu acho que não vou estar aqui a fazer muitas escolhas. Vou escolher aqui, ó. Este. E agora isto vai dar para mudar. Não. Grande afeto de jogo. Aqui um gajo médio muscular. Não quero perder aqui muito tempo a fazer isto. Mas... Ainda penteado. Bom disfarce, bom disfarce. Eles têm bada penteados. Por qualquer. Você gosta desta barba? Dá-lhe uma personalidadezinha. Tive porque as outras são uma merda. Eu não vou estar aqui a mexer nisto tudo. Bem, então aqui o nosso barbudo. Beast Hunter. From NASA to the Boy settled. Starting skills, fitness, insight, diversified oxygen. Okay. Ballistics, gastronomy, bouncer. Bounty, chef. Cyber runner. Stealth, cybernetics, gangsters, shotgun certification. Desculpa, soldier. Traits, alien DNA. What? You volunteered for a controversial experiment that combines alien and human DNA. You start with increased health and oxygen. Ok, gosto deste. You own a luxurious customizable home on a peaceful planet. You are deeply connected to the feelings of the others performing actions. You're no person can break upon identities. Hero, you've earned the attention of annoying, adoring fan. Will show up randomly and judge it. No, Pinocchio. You need to your time alone, exciting yourself. Your parents are alive and well, you can visit them at their home, but you will automatically send 2% of your credits for this. You grew up in the mean streets of Neon, you gain access to special dialogue options and better rewards for some rich missions on Neon. Crime bounty on other. You grew up as a member of the network, you can gain access to a special chest of all items. Your body has become acclimated to space, health and oxygen are increased when in space. Foda-se, nem sei o que é discutir. Ok, bom impacto. Vamos jogar para isso. Para este. E eu vou fazer o quê? Quer dizer, posso pôr só dois. Acho que vou pôr extrovert. Bora, é isto. Name. Soldier. Ruben. Vai, vamos a isto? Siga.
You were a good find when we hired you. Former military always knows how to get the job done. Well, you got the sample. Client's on his way. Then we all get paid. You remember anything that happened? It's our payday, that's what. Sooner we get it off our hands, the sooner it isn't our problem anymore. Huh. Well, makes the paperwork easier, and we got what we were looking for.
All this trouble for that stupid thing? Huh. Sure don't look like much.
Never mind what it looks like. It's worth more than this mine has pulled in all month. We'll be... Speak of the devil. Our constellation contact is on approach.
Wait, the Explorers group? I thought they were kind of a joke.
Not a joke. You're just too young to know better.
Hey, I'm just saying they got a reputation. Hell, I bet half the crew here doesn't even believe they really exist.
Half the crew doesn't believe Earth exists, but it's still there.
Não sei se gosto mais desta ou desta. Da primeira pessoa.
Come on. Exploring space. Who does that anymore? Ain't the space we've already got complicated enough?
You all right? Need some coffee or something? Got a packet around here somewhere.
Vamos começar já a roubar tudo o que podemos. Isto é mesmo merda da Bethesda. Uma faca, vou dar jeito.
This has been a good run. Argos usually ain't so good at picking sites. Oh, this time, like a miracle.
Supervisor's log. It's day 2 of Argos Extractor's Vectera dig. Freestar Collective Claim ID Beta 7548 Alpha. Site setup was fairly painless. New record for us. 18 hours, including the elevator. The prefabs are starting to show their age, though. Time to rebudget for new equipment. Again. The crew is good. Spirits are high enough. Hella is a pain in my ass, as always. And completely indispensable. What's the saying? The problem is, I love him, and he knows it. Calvert remains the weak link. He just
Trying to get
can't
through my
train
shift.
away stupid. But she's got a daughter on Mars or someplace and needs the cred, so she gets one more chance. If she does wash out in the end, we've still got
Don't
the
get
dust
too
peak.
used to how easy this is.
And there's definitely
Next
some
day
promise
might
there.
be the toxic hazards or worse.
Ih. Não preciso sair daqui, só ser boss.
Yeah? Something you need?
Yeah, o que é passado aqui? Ok, thank you.
What? Ah, I'm working.
Mano, até dá para voar a ventoinha. Why not?
Oh, sure. Lynn sure seems to like you. Guess she would know, being the boss and all.
Heller putting that first aid seminar to work on you, huh?
Take my advice and pack your own suit next run. You always want to be the one choosing your own.
You're lucky. I've been
the
with some
suits that
outfits
Argo
that didn't
spies
even
are-
bother packing medical.
Well, I mean they work.
Take care of
Can't say
yourself
much
out
more
there.
than that, though.
This is the personal log of Lynn's amazing right-hand man. That's me, Heller. Another day, another giant rock. The rock currently in question is Vectera, which is, it's a
Not
moon.
interested.
It's in
Whatever it
space.
is.
It's got ore, like the last 100. Unless you're me and can appreciate the beautiful distinctions between neodymium, vanadium, and iridium. I love these clowns, but most of them can't tell iron from lead.
Busy. Talk to you later.
Mas ninguém disse que eu queria falar contigo. Olha, vou já levar aqui 2 medpacks. Pode dar jeito.
Let's chat later.
Tá bem. Chatos, querem falar comigo. Bem, então onde é que é para ir? Vamos para cá.
You fitting in okay? Mining crews ain't the friendliest, but...
Yeah?
All right, Dusty. Airlock. Put your helmet on.
Como é que eu equipo o helmet? Select the area on your right inventory to access. Okay. Existe tudo por o helmet?
Yes, it has. That mine on Bendy, right?
Kazal, hellhole, like this place. Rare mineral contract. Your tastes are a bit more sophisticated now, huh?
So, you found something?
Right here. The new guy found it.
That right. And everything went cool? Just like grabbing those minerals on Bendy?
Kazal, and no Barrett, not cool. He passed out after the extraction. Doesn't even remember what happened.
Is that right, cowboy? Went on a trip, huh? All right. A little disappointing, not gonna lie, but reveling in the weird of space isn't everyone's idea of a good time. I get it.
Look, just hand over the credits, and I'll be happy to never see this thing, or you, ever again.
That's why I like you, Lynn. All business.
Barrett, the scanners on the frontier are reporting a ship coming in hot from orbit.
I really thought I lost them.
Barrett?
Pirates. Eu não tenho armas. Onde é que eu vou buscar uma arma? Como é que eu mudaram?
Move! Don't get pinned down!
Ih, o grande feeling é fixe. Parecido com Cyberpunk.
Catch my breath a second. Can't believe the Crimson Fleet hit us.
Did you see Lynn? Ran straight at those pirates like it was nothing.
É que tem aqui armas fixe. Posso já roubar. Mas já ficar com o inventário cheio. Mete pack, tu não precisas. Ok. Clica um ripchante, não sei. Tu estás vivo, ok.
Of course Barrett was being followed. Every time.
Now that was some fine work under pressure. You dug up the artifact, right? That means you saw it. The visions? You're coming with me to Constellation. You're part of this now. You ever stare up at the stars at night wondering what's out there? Well, that's us. That's where we go. Nothing wrong with honest work. Although, yes. See your point.
Oh no, Barrett. No. You think you're just going to take off after the mess you caused?
Oh, right. I guess I did just put you all on the Crimson Fleet hit list. How about I stay and I send your Dusty here in my place? I know, but he's not some miner anymore, Lynn. Soon as he touched that rock, something changed. Don't tell me you can't feel it.
Fine. It's a deal. Get out of here, Dusty. You're on to bigger things. Just go. Before I say something I regret.
Well, now that that's settled. Vasco! Get him to the lodge.
Vasco.
No deviations unless absolutely necessary, okay? Protocol Indigo.
Indigo. Again. Very well.
Oh, and hey, take this. You'll find it very useful out there. And it even tells the time.
E o relógio, que vem na edição especial.
Hey, look at that. The watch fits you perfectly. Now, questions? That, my friend, is the million-credit question. And Constellation can find the answer. With your help. Technically, it's not even mine. Consider it a loan. Vasco will keep you on course. Besides, I'm making an exception since you can tell Constellation about that vision you had. And Vasco, don't let him break my ship.
You going? Staying around isn't helping us out any.
Eles vão andar esquisito ao Vasco.
Just up the ramp, Captain. I'll be in the external robotics bay. Captain, I assume you know how to fly a Class A starship. As Barrett likes to say, it's as easy as learning to ride a bike.
Epá, não sei, mas aprendemos.
The shields, just in case there are any difficulties.
You know the drill, Vasco. Protocol Indigo means no deviations, no distractions, no dalliances. In short, no fun. Unless, as strictly defined by Sarah, said deviations, distractions, and dalliances are completely necessary in getting this fine vessel, the Discovery-class Starship Frontier, back home in one piece. I guess I'm still technically borrowing it from Constellation, even if I have no intention of actually giving it back.
Vais a ficar assim. Agora. Não vai ser bem não. Engraçado.
shields ready. The rest is up to you.
You go to be bound.
Now that we are in orbit, it might be wise to test all controls and systems to ensure they are not on the verge of catastrophic failure. I can step you through the entire process, or if you're already an experienced pilot, just power up all the systems and we'll be on our way.
Okay. Use to select the ship systems. Use to allocate power. You can skip the tutorial by powering up all systems, including the graph. No. Select the system. Okay.
Each system on a ship requires power. Allocating power is under your direct control. Let's go over the engines. Engines control our maximum speed. Try increasing and decreasing our relative velocity.
Relative velocity.
A ship's engine has a sweet spot for better handling during turns. Draw your attention to the HUD. You'll notice a speed indicator in the lower left with a gauge that goes up and down as you adjust the throttle. Try to center the gauge so that it lines up with the center of the vertical bars to its right. Boosts can be engaged for temporary bursts of speed. Let's turn our attention to the shields. Try adjusting power to the shields. Notice more power increases their strength. Shields protect the ship from hull damage. Without a hull, but be vaporized. Shield health is displayed in the lower right. Hull damage is below it. You've proven an adequate pilot. Are you familiar with ship combat tactics? Because that's a Crimson Fleet ship bringing its weapons to bear. We will need to disable their shields. Laser-based weaponry is particularly effective. If you can keep the enemy ship centered on the HUD, we can lock in to fire a homing missile. The enemy shields are down, Captain. Ballistic weaponry excels at damaging the hull once shields are offline. Congratulations on surviving your first Starship assault, Captain. We should search the wreckage for spare parts and other salvage. You will need to fly close to it before we can access the remains.
Little shipwrecks.
Crimson Fleet ships are jumping into our location, Captain. report they are after the frontier and will not stop. We will need to deal with the local Crimson Fleet captain. A recent scan indicates an abandoned facility on the nearby moon of Crete, a perfect staging area for pirates.
Onde é que é o mapa?
We have arrived in orbit. The abandoned facility with our Crimson Fleet captain is on the surface.
E o que isso quer dizer? The point view on the star map gives you information about the environment. It is scan the planet for resources and helps you to discover key landing sites. Ok. Ah, tem ferro. Vamos aterrar. Isso é um bocado mais como no Man's Sky, era mais fixe do que ter estes bolinhos pelo meio. Mas
I'll follow you from here on out, Captain.
como é que eu meto as armas naquele menuzinho? Onde é capacete? Tem mais energia. Como é que eu dou sign Tem que dar isto, tem que dar para dar a sério. As armas. Ah, ok. Tens como favorito. Um bocado estranho. O que é Vasco?
Captain, Protocol Indigo dictates that I am to return to the Lodge with no deviations. We are here to stop the Crimson Fleet from pursuit. Nothing more. I have often asked Barrett that same question at various times, and about various individuals that wanted to cause us harm. The most likely answer is that Barrett personally insulted him, typically by continuing to live, usually after escaping from certain death, and often with an object multiple people wanted.
Ok, é justo. Obrigado, Vasco.
According
Scan creatures, minerals and plants. Each unique item scan progress your survey data on the planet. Ok. E como é que eu faço?
the abandoned research facility is in this direction.
Só queria fazer scan. Ah, eu não. Então tenho que scanar vários. Pode andar atrás de mim.
Alien creatures are often unpredictable.
Mas acho que me vais matar.
No more enemies remaining.
Vai, voa. Esse jogo é muito bom, cara.
Curious, these are United Colonies markings, but we are in Freestar Collective space. It then stands to reason that this was once a secret UC facility.
Ou assustas-me mais do que qualquer merda que haja aqui. Eu tenho um robô gigante ao pé de mim. Eu acho que isto tentar stealth não vai acabar. Pois. Mas vinha direitamente. Pois. Já gastei créditos à toa. What the fuck? Nós estamos num filme de terror ou quê? Granadas.
human death. I believe the enemy is nearby. In combat, Barrett often yells, pew, pew, pew. Vision of enemy has dropped unexpectedly. Begin search protocol. I doubt the enemy will return.
Mas fugiu.
Listen up. Open fire! Hold them. Here, over here. Get out of here!
Please avoid getting shot. You might die.
Obrigado pelo conselho. Muito útil.
I'm out of here.
Onde está?
It is a shame exploration requires so much bloodshed.
Olha, roubou o sistema. Deixa eu aqui um bicho. You open slots at everywhere to open the lock. Ah, okay. Select the key and rotate until it aligns with the gaps in the security layer. Não estou a entender muito bem a cena. Ok. Faz mais sentido. Então, até...
I'm detecting a safe nearby. We could make use of whatever is inside, provided you had some digipics and a disregard for personal property rights.
Onde é que está o chest? Se foi aquele que eu abri, obrigado.
We're dead. We're all dead. The comms relay has been trashed. The whole room is trashed. We can't call for help. I can hear the terror morph roaring somewhere. And more people screaming.
What the fuck? Mas o que é que foi daqui, afinal? Ué, anda arma. Era o laser pistol. uma pistola lendária já? Ainda agora adquiri um.
Kidding me? The Frontier has a new captain? You working with Barrett, or did you pry the ship keys out of his cold, dead hands? We don't have a problem with Barrett. We want that ship, the Frontier. If you're the captain of it now, that means we're after you. Oh, no. You see, maybe your colleague Barrett didn't tell you, but there's a bit of a legend surrounding that ship. That constellation keeps treasure hidden in the cargo bays, the loot from 100 planets, and it's going to be ours.
That statement is partially correct. The Frontier has been to many planets and moons, but the only things held in the cargo bays are spare parts, dust, desiccated food particles, and a variety of species of ant.
I don't care what kind of lies Barrett programmed that robot to say. We're taking that ship. You're not talking us out of this score. They aren't? You sure? You're lying. We're getting what's on that ship. You mean that, don't you? You really haven't found anything on board? You willing to give up the ship? Just like that? Can't believe this. There isn't any treasure? We've been trailing that old Constellation ship for nothing? Get out of here. Take your robot and your ship and get out of here. I see you all again, you're dead.
We should now be free to travel to Constellation's headquarters without Crimson Fleet interference.
Okay. Vou embora. Sem querer mais guerras. Se bem que aquele boot deles.
Captain, to reach the lodge, we must jump to the planet Jemison in the Alpha Centauri system, and then land in the city of New Atlantis. Do not worry, this will all become second nature before too long.
Starship Frontier. This is United Colonies Security. Maintain course and prepare to be scanned. Scan complete. No contraband detected. You are cleared for landing at New Atlantis.
Parece aterrar isto.
And here's our new captain. My crew can take a look at your ship. And you can stop by the Trade Authority kiosk if you need to offload some cargo. The Trade Authority runs a vending kiosk next to my booth. It's just off to the side, near the ramp. Besides that, Jemison Mercantile is your closest shop if you're looking for a bit of everything. That's further in, past the security checkpoint. I would try the viewport. It'll be on your left once you get into the plaza. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Aí na nave. Vou ter que por aí. Este é o bote feio.
Sure, have at it.
But Tenho que explorar isto bem.
Nothing for us to do. You're in good flying condition. Everything looks good here. I'll be at my booth if you need me.
Ship services.
I can assure you this unprovoked attack on a United Colonies research facility will not go unanswered. We'll get you settled into your new assignments as soon as possible. For you, Bobby, that includes meeting your new foster parent.
My parents aren't dead. They just took a different shuttle. I'll see them when they get here.
Oh, well, of course, that's sure possible. We'll just...
Helena Chambers, ID SSCOM 1327 HCHA. I was the station administrator. I'll need to report to MAST ASAP for a full debrief. My treatment thus far has been entirely unacceptable.
Any authority you had was forfeit the moment House Varun zealots breached the station's perimeter, and you failed to initiate proper evacuation protocols. Thank you for your service. We'll find you a new position commensurate with your experience. And Mr. Bosch, let me just say how honored I am to meet you. By all accounts, you're the only reason anyone made it out of there alive.
Well, just glad I still remembered my flight basics. It had been a while. So was shooting a gun.
I read all about New Atlantis. So cool! Is it true the Nat train goes 5,000 miles an hour? Or that citizens get special... Or that the whole city celebrates when it's your birthday? Mine's June 11th, by the way. My parents took me to Aquila City last year. I kinda smell it. But I don't smell anything here.
Yes. No. I will certainly mark June 11th on my calendar. As for Aquila City, well, the air purifiers here in New Atlantis are state-of-the-art.
Ugh, Aquila City? Oh, don't even get me started on those simpletons.
A little unfair, don't you think? Freestar Rangers helped me out quite a bit a couple years back. Got ambushed by spacers near Narion. They assisted, no questions asked. Even helped with some repairs so I could do an emergency jump home.
In any event.
Further advice, steer clear of the well.
Hello.
Hey.
Kind of busy right now.
Ainda cabelo-se assim.
Wish that bartender at the viewport would stop complaining to security. I don't know what she lost, but she won't get it back by annoying us. You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay, no bounty. You're clear. What?
Os NPCs é sempre uma cena.
Pardon.
Hope life is treating you well.
Hey, if you're looking for a weapon specialist, I could really use the work to pay off some debts. The kind that need to be paid off quickly, or else I'm in big trouble. And if you don't mind, I'd kind of like to keep the details of that to myself. Unless you're agreeing to hire me, of course. I'm not asking for that much. Just my fair share. You're asking me to work for less than the going rate? Why would I do that? You do that. This is what you call negotiating? Well, I guess something's better than nothing. I'll cut my price, but I'm not going any lower. I understand. Guess I'm not the only one who should be looking for work. Swing by again when you can afford it.
Hey there. Always nice to see a new face. First time in New Atlantis? Nope, sorry. Can't pull one over on me. I'm good with faces, and I don't recognize yours. Go ahead and make yourself comfortable, new guy. Let me know if there's anything I can get you. I hear there's some sort of citizens group trying to get the old Valroon embassy torn down. When I first heard about it, I thought it was a bit extreme, but really, would you want to move into that place? Me neither. And it's not like they're ever coming back. House Valroon, I mean? Well, at least not make nice and be all diplomatic. We all know how that went. You're in the right place. Yep. Spaceport traffic keeps me pretty busy. But just between you and me, I've got something in the works that'll change everything. A new drink that'll make this place famous, galaxy-wide. Well, at the moment, it's what's not in it that's an issue right now. I don't have everything for the recipe. I made a deal with a hauler to bring me some small samples of an ingredient I think will make all the difference. But it never showed up. Turns out the guy I hired was also hired by a few other folks. The kind of folks who ship less than legal cargo. Security got wind, and the whole lot was impounded. Now they're just sitting on it, taking their sweet time like they always do. It's killing me. I submitted all the paperwork, believe me. It won't amount to anything, but I did it. And really, I'm not even certain this is what I need to finish the recipe. I think it is. I need to get my hands on that cargo. I mean, doing something about this won't exactly be on the straight and narrow, will it? I really do. It's gonna keep me awake nights if I don't try. Before we say anything else, I am in no way asking you to do anything that might violate any of the many, many laws in place here in New Atlantis or the larger United Colonies. This is just one friend talking to another friend, asking if maybe that friend could possibly find a way to get her important cargo out of the impound. And if, hypothetically, that were done in a less than 100% legal way, well, that might not be the worst thing in the world. You, with me on this? What? Come on, no! I'm already uncomfortable with this whole thing. Don't go making jokes like that. Seriously, can you help me with this or not? God, you have no idea what a relief this is. I'm obviously not expecting you or anyone to go in guns blazing and taking hostages or something. I just figure there has to be a way to get what I need. Like I said, I submitted the usual security release forms. But because my cargo is tied up with a bunch of, again, totally unrelated illegal stuff, I don't expect the forms to matter. At all. I went and talked to an officer at the office, too. Yumi. Sergeant, maybe? He was polite, but unhelpful. I declined to suggest that as their new slogan. New Atlanta Security. Polite, but unhelpful. Truth in advertising, eh? I know a few things, but not much. The cargo is being held down at the spaceport, not in the security office. Still, they use the same access cards. If you had one, it'd work. How or why you would have a UC security access card is none of my business, of course. I'm sure I'm better off not knowing. Beyond that, the ship decks over there might also be able to get in. I don't know any of them, or I'd be talking to them instead of you. No offense. Stop by anytime you'd like to catch up.
Huh. Not used to people coming up to me. The suit usually scares them off. Although I guess that's my fault, isn't it? I guess you could say I've always had it. Once you've been all over, like I have, you might find yourself in something like this too. Ouch. 2 minutes into this conversation and I'm already getting sized up. Well, outside heroic individuals like yourself, the suit can give people pause. That can be handy when I need it. I guess maybe I am. Hell, I've been everything else in life. Why not add that to the list? I spend a lot of time in the fringes these days. God help you if you come across something someone wants. You'd think it was things like civilizations and factions that cause people to want to shoot each other. No, even without that, it's still winner take all. Of course. That's what makes the reality so tragic. Wait a second. I think I'm in danger of having a real conversation with someone for a change. Better stop here. I'm sure we'll see each other again.
E já estou eu a fazer side quests.
The well's been having brownouts all the time. Mast finally sent someone down there, but nothing's changed. I think I got them. What do you call them? Corns. Yeah, I got corns.
Cool. Another day, another shift.
Now. Hi. I've never been in a battle. At first, I thought it was ecliptic mercenaries shooting at us, but it wasn't. It was these other people yelling about serpents and stuff. Yeah, it was like, snakes and serpents will eat you all, rah, the stars will squeeze you, rah, or something like that. I think they need psychiatric help. When it comes to ecliptic, I know everything. It's not like it's a secret. They're mercenaries, so they work for money. And it's like, for enough money, my dad says...
May I help you? Guess you caught some of that, huh? galaxy is at peace and somehow seems more dangerous than ever. Spacers, House Varun, Crimson Fleet, everyone trying to grab their piece. What happened to the early days, huh? When we just float through the stars and dream. Not what, who. How to describe House Varun? Well, imagine a bunch of colonists who set off into the stars ages ago, disappeared, and then re-emerged as a sort of religious society. Faction, or cult, whatever you want to call them. They believe in some sort of celestial deity called the Great Serpent. Real nightmare fuel kind of stuff. About 100 years back, they picked a fight with pretty much everyone in the settled systems. I guess your school never covered the Serpent's Crusade, huh? We eventually made peace, sort of. Then they just disappeared. They're out there somewhere, or so folks assume. The ones that attacked us, they were the hardliners, for sure. You meet those guys, you run. You understand me? Ain't that the truth? Well, still I hold out hope. There are more good people than bad in this galaxy. It's just that the bad are louder. Ricardo Bosch. I was the lead researcher on the station that got attacked. It was business as usual until those House Varun crazies swarmed in, spouting their scripture, or whatever it was. Even the Marines were overwhelmed. Honestly, I'm just lucky to have made it out of there in one piece. We all are. Now, I just want to get back to work. Where is that woman? Yep, that I have. Had to dump a load of... Pirates are a tricky lot. In space, they're all about the hit and run. You keep your cool, and you can generally talk your way out of it, so long as you're not too attached to your valuables. Stumble upon them planetside, though, and their trigger fingers get much itchier. Another time, then.
Quiet day. Not too much to...
What? No, just, go away.
You shouldn't... Hey, what can I do for you?
Hey, you should see some of the ships we get down there. Like their owners, thought decorating their ships with heat bleach nests would be a nice touch.
These 8-hour shifts are killing me.
Hi, if my shift goes long again, my girl is gonna kill me.
This really isn't a good place for civilians to be hanging around. There's something I can help you with? Yeah, I can't really just let you in there. I'm not falling for that. You're not getting past me. Yeah, I hope so. Finally, someone who gets it. All right, look, don't tell anyone I did this for you. I could lose my job over it. If anyone asks, I had nothing to do with this. You got it? 1 second. All right, make it quick, will you?
Your spinal health will be compromised by carrying so many items.
If anyone asks, I didn't do anything.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please keep moving. Okay. No bounty.
Hey there, new guy. Good to see you again. Can I get you something? Oh, no way. You really got it? I probably don't want to know what you did to get this, right? I mean, I want to know, but it's maybe better if I don't. You really do love your jokes. You are joking, right? Well, look, I can assure this will all be worth it in the end. Matter of fact, I'm going to let you have the first ever sample. On top of that, you get free drinks. Not like unlimited free drinks, but you want a little pick-me-up now and then? I got you covered. I need some time to work on what comes next. But this was the difficult part, I think. Really, thank you so much. See you around.
Barrett enjoys this establishment. He frequently buys chocolate here, though I have informed him repeatedly it is likely a significant contributing factor to his being overweight.
Hi there! Thanks for stopping in. Feel free to look around. I can take care of transactions, and if you've got questions, just ask. Thanks. It's hard work, but it all pays off in the end. And I can't take all the credit. Gerhardt, my business partner, He does so much of the work behind the scenes. If it weren't for him, I don't know where we'd be now. Oh, please, take a look. Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Dealing in art is more exciting than one would think. Indeed, I am. I've been an art dealer for most of my life, plying my trade all across the settled system. It's actually why I'm here in New Atlantis today. I'll be delivering a piece of art to a very particular client later. However, I don't yet have the art in my possession. Actually, would you like to pick up the artwork and bring it back to me? I'll reward you for your effort, of course. You simply need to go pick up some artwork. The exchange has already been arranged, and you won't have to show any credits. It's just a matter of picking something up and bringing it back to me. There's really no need to worry. It's all very simple. I'm not very familiar with the streets of New Atlantis. I'm not from here, you see. I'd rather just avoid any trouble and have someone more capable do the exchange for me. I see. If you change your mind, return to me. See you.
Although I have attempted an analysis several times, I simply cannot quantify humans' addiction to caffeine.
It's paralyzing. It really sucks to think about it.
It's coffee. Pick one, get out of the way, and then let's get on with our lives. Have a good one.
This is New Atlantis Transit, or the NAT. It provides free transportation throughout the city. We can take it directly to the Mast District.
Às 4 da manhã.
I have a feeling today's going to be a great day. Don't you agree? Hey.
Dawn's Roost has the best food in the settled systems.
The water is quite aesthetically pleasing, or so Barrett has told me. New Atlantis relies on advanced hydroelectrics for most of its power.
We just need to convince you that President Ivader isn't the same as her predecessors, and that an adversarial use is a sin.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
We may be in a United Colonies city, but Constellation is an entirely neutral entity, and always has been. Here we are, the lodge. The front door should unlock if you hold up the watch that Barrett gave you. I have messaged the other members of Constellation. They will be waiting for us inside. Captain, everyone will be in the library, just inside. If Barrett were here, he'd probably tell you that you're part of something bigger now, and he hopes you'll make this place your home.
Oh, please. Ridiculous. Easiest bet I'll ever win. You really think what I'm saying is so outlandish? All the phenomenon we see out in the stars, and what I'm saying, we appear to have a visitor.
Welcome to Constellation. We have a lot to talk about. Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't? I see. Vasco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
This is just typical. Barrett hands over our ship and our robot to some random employee of that discount mining outfit he uses.
Walter.
And if we hadn't insisted on installing those emergency protocols, I guarantee you this rock breaker here would be halfway to Neon.
But that didn't happen. He's here with the artifact.
Thank you, Matteo. Now, let's focus on what's in front of us, shall we? What happened when it was extracted? Did anyone see anything? Hear anything? We think it's anyone else who pulls one out of the rock for the first time. Why? We're not sure yet. So if you wouldn't mind adding another data point. Interesting. Similar to Barrett's description of the experience, with less embellishment.
There. Are you hearing this? Do you all believe me now?
Whether it happened or not wasn't in doubt. Honestly, Country, if you expect us to believe in fairy tales...
If this is the greatest mystery in the universe, why couldn't it be part of the ultimate mystery?
But gentlemen, can we please focus? Noel, I think it's time we tested your theory.
Right. Let's see. We know the artifacts react to each other. The pieces we already have move when they're in close contact. Now, if we add this new one to the two we already have...
The artifact. If you could place it on the table here.
That's it. Just like the others.
And to imagine, we thought there were only 2 of them at first.
Oh my god, that's it. They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that. None of them. This proves
Easy, girl. Breathe. You'll have a heart attack.
She's not the only one. If they're coming together, that means there's a set.
Built by an intelligence outside the settled systems.
Still 2,000 credits for our little wager, Godfrey?
You're on, Walter.
Well, if we had all the answers, it wouldn't be exciting, now would it?
Not to take away from the moment, but what are we going to do about our new friend?
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours? Individually, they're just odd hunks of metal. Another oddity from the uncharted reaches of space. As to what they are, what they're building, well, you'll be part of solving that puzzle now. We're all here because we're committed to exploring space. Humanity may have settled the stars, but that doesn't mean we should stop diving into the unknown. Beyond that, you'll be expected to use your own judgment, just like the rest of us. You should take some time to get settled in. Introduce yourself to everyone. Some of our members aren't here, but you'll meet them soon. Come find me when you're ready. You and I are going to be doing some traveling together. Get your feet wet. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us. In addition to credits, why don't we set you up with a backpack with some boost capability? You'll need it out in the field anyway. Just mind your head.
It's been quieter around here ever since Vladimir went to live on the Eye full-time.
This is all exciting, but there's really a lot of pressure on us, isn't there? We have to get this right.
Well, I suppose calling you a rock breaker may have been a bit out of line. Still doesn't excuse it. My frustrations lie more with Barrett. Not the first time his shenanigans have jeopardized one of our ventures. Not fair of me to take it out on you, especially since it would seem he made the right call this time. So, let's start over, shall we? Walter Stroud, CEO of Stroud Eklund, member of Constellation, and oft-times grumpy old man. Welcome aboard. By the way, in addition to a place to stay, the Lodge has a wealth of modification and research equipment. Spacesuit customization, pharmaceutical manufacturing, testing alien substances, the whole thing. You can even fashion industrial pieces for large-scale projects, if you don't mind extracting a few raw resources from a nearby planet, that is. I'm a fan of self-reliance, so I encourage you to make use of the tools we have to build what you need. We're most well known for ship manufacture. No expense spared. If you want the best and can afford it, you choose Stroud Eklund. Unfortunately, our success means you'll sometimes see Stroud Eklund ship modules on less than reputable vessels. They covet them. The bastards. I've tried to convince the United Colonies we can help in that regard, but they're married to Deimos Star Yards, and those old salts are stuck in the glory days. Up until very recently, I'd likely have dismissed it as, I don't know, hallucinations. But now, I'm not sure what to think. I don't suppose you have a history of this sort of thing, do you? I'll take your word on that. I'm no scientist. I leave that to the likes of Barrett and young Noel there. But I think we can all agree there's something unusual going on here. Frankly, this is the most exciting thing that's happened in years. Me? Why, I'm the wallet. Someone has to fund all this, and all my success in business doesn't mean much if I can't put it to good use. I don't pretend to have the daring of Ms. Morgan, or the smarts of young Mateo, but I can make sure that they have the resources they need. And, as you've now seen, those resources aren't being wasted. We're onto something big here. Goodbye.
That was intense, wasn't it? The artifacts, I mean. Sorry, this must all be a little overwhelming for you right now. I guess a lot overwhelming, now that I think about it. I'm Noel. It's really nice to meet you. And thank you for bringing the artifact to us. Oh, right, that. If we're approaching this rationally, I suppose we'd call them visual and auditory hallucinations. What you perceived as lights and music could be overloaded neural input, your brain's attempt to make sense of something, an energy surge, some other phenomenon. He did. At the time, well, it's Barrett. We weren't sure if he was kidding around. Clearly, he wasn't. Unfortunately, that's what a lot of people report in these situations. I'm not saying you didn't really see anything, just that it's really hard to determine after the fact. It's okay. Now that this has happened to both you and Barrett, we can know to maybe expect it in the future. Be a little more prepared. We're all in this together now, right? Stay safe, okay?
Eita. Shitstone.
You mind putting your signature on some documents? The money-related kind. Progress requires funding, I'm afraid. And we're making good progress